In this lecture, we will discuss 4 simple things: computer terminology, File Explorer, the Google Chrome Internet browser, and OneDrive. So we're going to start with OneDrive. It's simpler. So once we get onto our computer, we've already logged into MyPath or used our KCTCS login information to, now we see our tiles to get into email and Blackboard. So what we do is we just come down to our type here to search. We want to then type in OneDrive. Once you get, it should come up at the best match at the top of the list. Click once, and once you click, it's going to prompt you for your KCTCS email address. Okay, it's going to ask you to input an email address. Put in your KCTCS email address since you're already logged in, and it will basically synchronize your files on OneDrive to where you will be able to see them in File Explorer. They'll be listed as OneDrive-KCTCS. Now, you may not have anything in there, or you might, but you should still see OneDrive-KCTCS on the side once you open up File Explorer. If you do not know how to open up File Explorer, it's merely, you can type it into the search, or if you have it as an icon down on your taskbar, you can certainly select the folder with the blue handle. If you have not downloaded the Google Chrome browser, then you definitely want to get into an internet browser window and go to chrome.google.com. And download the Google Chrome browser. It is a free browser. So basic computer terminology. It would be helpful if you understood, number one, what is a computer? It's an electronic device. What is software? Software is task-based instructions provided on a computer. It would be helpful if you understood the difference between hardware and software. If not, then you'll definitely get that instruction inside of this unit. And of course, knowing what a keyboard and a mouse are very helpful. I would say 85% of what you will learn about computer technology is really dependent upon your knowledge of the terminology. So it's very important that you get into the habit early of taking notes. So you want to get you a 5-subject notebook, or you can get you a 3-ring binder and put dividers, 5 dividers in there, because you're going to have 5 units that are content based. As far as the Google Chrome browser is concerned, I am using the Google Chrome browser on screen here. And one of the most important things that you can do with your Google Chrome browser when using SimNet, SimBooks, or projects is to clear your browser history. So you could, in effect, go to the top right, just under the Close button, and select the Customize and Control Google Chrome button. And we would move to History, or you could do a keyboard shortcut of Control H, and that will bring up your history page. Once you bring up your history, on the left side, you're going to see Clear Browsing Data. And you can select that. And you're going to get into the habit, however many times you use SimNet, you're going to get into the habit of clearing your browser history. SimNet is a simulated environment. That means that it is image rich or picture rich. So images take up a lot of space. So you need to be able to clear all of your data by selecting, making sure all of these things are checked here, and then clicking Clear Data. You may have to click Clear Data a couple of times for it to completely go away, and it will confirm with you that you have cleared the data. Now, one easier way to get to this clear data page, instead of going through Control H and then selecting Clear Data, you could simply use the keyboard shortcut Control Shift and Delete. Control Shift and Delete, and it will automatically bring up your Clear Browsing Data dialog box, and then you select Clear Data. So that's one quick way around it. The next thing is bookmarking. Bookmarking is basically you keeping a record of some important sites. And I would say you definitely want to keep a record of your Blackboard site, your email site. Okay. And so I'm just going to click on a new tab here. And so the Blackboard site is elearning.kctcs.edu. How do you bookmark that? You're just going to come over here where you see the star on the address bar, the far right, and you're going to select Bookmark this tab. Once you click that, there's an Add Bookmark option, and you just click once, give it a name, and click Done. Now, if you want to add some folder structure or organization to it, you certainly can do that. You can do that by clicking on the More button and then select New Folder. Of course, I already have some folders already created, but you simply click on New Folder and then type in the name of the folder. So for this, you may want to say Jefferson Bookmarks or something to that effect. The same with your email. To get into email without using MyPath, sometimes MyPath will go down and you're not able to get into email or Blackboard. I don't want that to be an excuse for you. So that's why I'm giving you the actual addresses to go to these sites that are separate from MyPath. So for your email, that would be outlook.com/kctcs.edu. And if you're already logged in, it should automatically bring up your KCTCS email. let's go back to File Explorer. File Explorer is basically where all of your files and drives can be found. So along the left side, this is basically your navigation menu that shows you your network drives. That's the OneDrive that we were speaking of earlier. And then you have under this PC, you may see this PC on there. If you click the little arrow next to this PC, you see all of the documents or folders and drives. I would say stay out of the C drive unless you're more than a novice user, because that's where all of your software is housed. Documents is where any files that you save are automatically going to go there. Anything that you download from a website, such as SimNet, when you work on the SimNet projects, will automatically go to the downloads area. Now, these listed up here, this is your quick access menu, and it's basically anything that you've been in recently that is listed in the quick access. These are frequent folders. So if I wanted to create a folder on my PC, I simply select this PC, and then I would find documents, double click on documents. Of course, I have tons of documents. So, but you're not going to have all of those documents, right? So what you want to do is on your ribbon here, your home ribbon, you should see in the new group, new folder, or you could do a keyboard shortcut, Control N. Well, no, that won't work. So you could merely right click on any of the open space on this window, select new and then folder, and that would also create a new folder. So you have a couple different ways to create a new folder. So I'm going to just select it here. You see the new folder appear at the bottom of the list. You simply give it a name. So if I were you as a student, I would do it by semester. So this would be summer 2021. I already have a folder labeled summer 2021. So I'm just going to click on no, but you're going to click yes. Okay. And then under summer 2021, you're going to actually, if you're taking more than one class, you're going to make a folder, and I just right clicked on any of the empty area on the screen and then click new and folder. So inside of your summer 2021, of course, you would put a CIT 105, and you would also do another folder just for whatever other class that you have. So if you're taking a psychology 110 class, now you have a folder for CIT 105 and psychology 110. And I would repeat these steps every semester. Create a folder for the semester, create classes, create a folder for each class that you're taking in a semester. And that way, if you start off being organized, you will never have to wonder where your files are. You can go directly to the semester, directly to the class. So if you're wondering what OneDrive is. OneDrive is your cloud storage. It's kind of like Google Drive. So if you have a Gmail account, your OneDrive is the same thing as Gmail or Google Drive if you have a Gmail account. It is for the Microsoft 365 files that you create from those applications. Okay, it comes free as long as you have a Microsoft account. And because you do have an at kctcs.edu email address, you automatically have access to OneDrive. So in OneDrive, you could create new folders as well, and you can create new documents, workbooks, and PowerPoint presentations. So we'll be using these 3 applications this semester, and we'll also be using Microsoft Access, which is not on this list. But certainly you can create the folders and the files right from within OneDrive if you need to. If you need to share your files with someone else, maybe you have some group work. For this class, we don't necessarily have group work, but you may encounter group work in other classes. So if you do, let's say for instance, you wanted to share a document with someone else, simply come over here to sharing, and where it says private, you just click on it and you can share with someone as long as you know their email address. You can also reach that through this little 3-dot button here and select share on the list. So I just clicked on that little vertical 3-dot button. And it's called a show actions button, and you just simply share. You got to know the email address though. And this area here is a message to them. And what will happen is they will get an email saying, so-and-so has sent you a file to share with you. Click here to share the file. So they just click right into the document because you gave them permission to be in the document. So that's the end of that. Okay, put in your email, a message, and then click send. And that's how the individual will get that. And you can share documents with one another with real-time collaboration. So we've went over how to download Chrome, how to bookmark on Chrome, how to clear data, how to bring up File Explorer, how to create a new folder. We came on OneDrive, create a new folder just by using the new button, new folder, or new document, workbook, or presentation. And that's pretty much it for this particular lecture. If you have any questions, please submit those questions to Professor Jacob, and until next time.